Hello everyone, it's Lurgs here, welcome to my channel, and today it's how to replace the brake light bulb on your VW T5 transporter. So this is the VW T5 transporter here, so the first thing we need to do is open the tailgate. And this is the rear light cluster here, and there is two screws holding this in, and you'll need a crosshead screwdriver to remove this. And there's a link above now about how to remove the door card on your Volkswagen T5 transporter. So we just unscrew these anti-clockwise. And if you can, try and remove the screws completely, because when you remove the rear light cluster, these screws will fall on the floor. Unfortunately, they're not magnetic, so you'll just have to try and wiggle them out. Now what you're doing is you're pushing the light cluster that way and kind of towards you as well, because it's held in with two little divots, one at the top and one at the bottom, and I'll show you that after I've removed it. So I'm just going to pull the screws out here just so they don't fall on the floor. There they are there. So I'm just pushing it away, and there you go, it's already come loose. Now obviously it's plugged into the bulb, so don't try and pull it away too fast. So this is the divot at the top and the one at the bottom, which just holds it onto these ball joints here. And there's a link above now about the dashboard lights, meaning on your VW T5 transporter. So what you need to do is just unplug the light bulb cluster here. So basically that lever there, you just need to squeeze it and pull it towards you. So I'm pulling it towards you, and this will be quite stiff, and then just unplug it there. Now let's just lay the rear light cluster inside the back of the van, and there it is. Right, to remove the bulb cluster, you've got three clips, one here, and all you're doing is you're squeezing that in, and you've got one at the bottom, just squeeze that in, and then you've got one more here, so just squeeze that in. Once you've released those clips, it will literally just pull out very simply. There's a link above now about the fuse box locations and how to check the fuses on your VW T5 transporter. Okay, so now you can just pull it out. Now just be careful when you remove this. There is a small rubber seal which sits in a little groove. This one has actually stayed in place, so that's okay. But just be aware of that in case it falls out. So there's the four bulbs there. Now the brake light bulb that we're going to be replacing is the one at the top. And it actually tells you on the housing what it is. This is a 21 watt bulb. So to remove the bulb, just push it down and turn it anti-clockwise, probably about 25 degrees, and then it should just pop out. And you can see this one is slightly burnt. And this one is a very simple bulb. The pins line up identically on either side, so this is very easy to replace. So take your new bulb. Don't forget to wear a pair of gloves. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but if you get oily skin on those glass housings, they will actually blow quicker. If it's a halogen bulb, definitely wear gloves. It doesn't matter so much with these, but it's just force of habit. So to put the bulb in, just line up those pins, push it down, and then gently turn it clockwise. Again, about 20-30 degrees until it's set. So that one's in, and what I'm going to do is, before I put everything all back in, I'm just going to test it out quickly. So this is the one that's already in, and the one that I've just replaced is here.
And again.
Perfect. So what I do now is I just put everything all back together. Okay, so put the bulb housing back in. And there's a link above now about how to reset the service light on your VW T5 transporter. So what you're doing with this housing is you're just pushing it in until the clips make a nice snapping noise. Make sure they're all in there nice and secure and that rubber gasket didn't fall out. Now just plug it back in. It can only go in one way, so just slide that on. Now we just need to get the whole rear light cluster back into these ball joints here. As I said earlier, you've got one at the bottom and one at the top, so you're just sliding those in from the side. So let's just line those up. It should go in very easily. Don't try and force it. If you'll have to force it, it's probably not in the right position. There we go. And just make sure it's all nice and flush with the van, which it is. Once you're happy it's all nice and flush, you can just get those screws back in. And there's a link above now about the battery location and how to check the battery on your VW T5 transporter. So let's just put those screws back in and just tighten these up. As with anything with multiple screws, don't over tighten one and then do the other one. Make sure you kind of do them evenly. Before I go any further, I would just like to say a very big thank you to my glove for helping me out today. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. So now let's just close the tailgate. And all that work has definitely made me thirsty. I know what time it is now. After all that hard work, it's time for a lovely cup of tea. Oh. If you found that video useful, please subscribe by pressing this button down here. I really do appreciate you visiting my channel. And if you'd like to select any other videos around here, that would be really cool. And be sure to hit that bell notification tab.